Good afternoon. My name's Donovan Ball.
And my name's Nadine Almeida, and welcome to the Nightly News. And now for our farewell to our sponsor, Mr. Parker.
Mr. P-Dog himself, who has supported us and the news team in giving you guys the best news possible.
Mr. Parker, you always will be my favorite teacher, and history used to be my least favorite class because I thought it was boring, but you made it fun, and you always had a great personality with it and kept everybody interested and entertained, and we're going to miss you, and you have a special place in my heart.
So, when it comes to Mr. Parker, just let me say this. Mr. Parker, I'm going to miss you, man. I love you, and I wish you luck at your new school. And I know I've always been kind of silly in your class, but I've always had the utmost respect for you.
Well, Mr. Parker, I think he's pretty cool. If he sees you that you're struggling, he'll come and ask if there's something wrong, or he'll try to help you out and find solutions to your problems. And he'll give you multiple opportunities to finish work, and I think that's pretty good for a teacher to give, because even though he knows that some students are responsible, he tries to help them out and make them pass the class, and that shows a lot about a teacher.
Mr. Parker, a few words for him. You made me love history. I used to find social studies, everything above, really boring, and I used to fall asleep in history class, but I learned you never do that with Mr. Parker because you'll get your desk kicked. It's really sad that you're leaving, but under the circumstances, we're all very happy for you and your wife since she is getting a scholarship. And we will miss you, and I hope you come to our graduation.
Mr. Parker, you've always been that kind of chill teacher that never really got into people's matters too much, but he's always been there for others. And you never really have been that kind of annoying chill teacher. You're always just a chill teacher, and you've been always just been doing good for us and good for others, good for you. And as sad as I am to see you go, I'm also happy to see your wife progress through the college system and you maybe get a better job or equally as good.
Oh man, Mr. Parker, let me tell you, what a guy. Like, probably one of the funniest teachers here, the best teacher. I miss his class so dearly. He taught me so much about world history. Parker, I'm sorry about the couple times I slept, but I still thank you for teaching me and being there and being you, because you are the best.
There's many cases of other schools where teachers are really derogatory and they really don't care about the students, and I think that you really do a great job of interacting with your students. You really seem to care about them. You keep conversation, and it's just a really healthy environment for all the students at Infinity. I think that one of the things I'm going to miss the most about you is just arguing about Harry Potter houses. Though we may have had our differences, you were always there for me if I needed to do an assignment or something.
I enjoyed having you as an instructor. In general, I appreciate the fact that you were lenient with punishing me whenever I acted up in your class. I only did it out of love, and I feel like I helped make you as a better teacher. And in the process, you helped me become a better student. You made me feel more dedicated, and that my weirdness was appreciated, and that my ideals were as well. And I greatly appreciate what you've done for me as a student and as a person. And
hello, Mr. Parker. I really do wish you luck on your future travels. Everyone wishes you could stay, in all honesty, but this is a big opportunity for you, your wife, and we understand that you have to go. But you will be completely missed by everyone here, and I just wanted to say my own personal goodbye in video form. So good luck in your future endeavors, Mr. Parker.
I think we're going to miss you a lot. I know we're going to miss you a lot. I've seen you grown from just a little substitute into a little teacher. Anyways, I love you, man, and I wish you the best of luck, you and your wife, and you are always welcome to come back if I'm still here. Love you, guys.
Mr. Parker will be one of the most memorable Mr. Parker will be the most memorable teacher I've ever had, and I'm not just saying that. He is definitely one of the best, and I've only had him for 1 year. I'm upset I didn't have him for freshman year. I had Wallace, though. Wallace is cool, but Parker, he takes the cake. He's definitely the best. He's bringing a tear to my eye when it's so sad that he's gotta go.
Hey Parker, I know I speak for the students and for everybody on staff when I say that we're all gonna miss you. Personally, I'm gonna miss some of our great kind of humorous conversations that we've had with each other. Sometimes regarding students, sometimes not. But really, I think what I'll miss the most is the energy that you bring when it comes to helping the students, but then kind of just, I don't know, being part of a team or creating a team. And I think that sometimes you don't have people who have that team mentality, and that is you 100%. So whatever team you end up being a part of, I know that you're going to do a great job and that you're going to do just as well there, and they're going to be really happy to have you, based on, you know, the time that we've had with each other here. Bye.
Hey, Mr. Parker, it's me. I remember the first year that I was here as a freshman, you were our teacher, as history and everything. You know, I'm really gonna miss you. We don't even really talk as much anymore, especially since I don't have your class. But for the 2 years that I've known you, you've always been very personal. And I remember walking into school one day, and you didn't know anything about me, really. But you knew that something was wrong, and you pulled me aside and said, tell me what was happening. And I remember going into your room, just staying in the corner, and just crying for a little bit. And the rest of the day was great, because you were there to help me release all that emotion and feel happy again. And I've always appreciated that, and that's something I'm really gonna miss. You've always been like a big part of our school, and you're a piece that we're always gonna want.
All right, Parker, I think this is farewell. I'll tell you what, the last few years you've really grown into a great social studies teacher, and honestly think wherever you go, wherever you end up, the kids are going to be in good hands, and we're going to miss you, and thanks for everything you've done. You've been my ride or die Panda Express person. And so I guess I'll have to find somebody else to ride with me to lunch now. I don't even know. Maybe I'll just have to ride solo. Maybe I'll just put a dummy in my car and I'll name it Andrew, and it'll just ride with me to Panda every day. Peace out.
What a wonderful farewell.
For a wonderful man.
And my name is Leslie Rodriguez, and welcome.
What are you doing?
You're not supposed to come until next year.
Gosh.
Okay. So,
Just parting words for Mr. Parker.
let's let you know what's about to happen.
Okay.
I made a goodbye video for you.
Did you really? Oh my god.
I know personally, I met Nadine last year during ECHS, and I will miss her energy and spunk and leadership for our club, but on our campus in general. I think she does a really good job of involving everybody for the campus, and that involvement and that commitment to making everybody feel included, I really respect about her as an individual.
Nadine, you rhyme with clean, and that describes it perfectly. I'll tell you, I'm never watching Cat Noir, but that doesn't mean that you're not a cool person. You know, you're funny, you know, we had some good times, some good laughs, some good bloopers, but I'm gotta say, I'm sad to see you go. I know I said that I want to see you go, but I was only half kidding. I'm really gonna miss you. And, you know, for that, I say, I do.
So Nadine Almeida.
Oh my gosh.
This is what I know to be true. You came in as a squirrely freshman, and you're exiting as a squirrely senior. You have an appetite like a whale, and you have the figure of a supermodel, so I'm quite jealous. You have been ever so helpful around campus. You will be greatly missed. Your compassion and kindness, and always have been respectful to all of us. You will be one that will be greatly missed. Love you, kiddo.
Nadine,
You got coons?
before I met you through Club Nasty, and well, I have to say you're one of the better ones. I appreciated your friendship, especially around the end. It sucks that we came closer towards the end of the school year. I appreciate the times that you've actually took to apologize for any times you might have, bothered me in some case, and that you've never actually truly meant to hurt me and I'm sounding like a little kid, but I appreciate your friendship, Nadine. It's gonna suck seeing you go as well. Yeah. Make sure to text me because it's gonna suck sitting at lunch a week without you guys. See you later.
Congratulations, Nadine. I've seen you grow from quirky freshman to a quirky college student now. But in all seriousness, though, you've been great. I've seen you grown and then kind of take on responsibilities with the school. By the way, thank you, I guess, for introducing my daughter to K-pop. Now we can stop hearing it everywhere. But congratulations and have fun at UD Arlington.
What's up, Nadine? I've enjoyed having you in my class for these last 3 years and having you in student council, especially as an officer. You have grown so much and you have taken on leadership to the next level. I hope and pray that you take your leadership abilities, your writing abilities, and shoot for the stars when you go to UT Arlington. So good luck to you. Do your best. And I'm still not your real mom, but I still love you the same.
Oh, Glenn, why you gotta do this to me? When did you even have time to film it?
I was doing the Parker interviews.
Thank you. I don't want to go. First, a thank you to our current staff. Hannah Almager, our head writer.
Michaela Atchley, our production assistant and gaffer.
Finally, Glenn Maxwell, our producer. And now for our new host, Leslie Rodriguez. And now for our new editorial producers, Hannah, Gabby, and Taylor.
Thank you, Mr. Parker, for sponsoring the student news and getting us started.
And thank you everyone for watching.
We'll see you
next year. Almost said Friday. It was